Alright, in this video I'm going to talk about death metal, black metal, these music genres. I'm trying to understand these music genres, and I'm really trying to grasp what they are all about, because for some reason I really enjoy these music styles. So what are they all about? Well, I have come to the conclusion after listening hundreds of these albums that they are really about things like neglect, like emotional abandonment, like bad parenting, like all this kind of stuff that germinates in the mind and produces hatred that has to be expressed, and this is what in the end turns into black metal and death metal. And you could say things like technical metal also, but something like power metal is more positive. It's not really well it's about the negative spectrum of emotion, but power metal is about transforming negative emotion to positive emotion. Death metal and black metal and well, atmospheric black metal, I'm going to talk about that genre. I don't really like straight black metal because it has no melody. It's too boring. It's like rave music for the for the for the long-haired hippies or something like that. Something like that. So I'm going to talk about metal that has more melody, that has more range to it, that has more emotional depth. This is what I'm really seeking. And I have listened to dozens of these albums and really tried to understand it. And this is what I have come to. This is the conclusion I have came to, and it is that this music is really about the primal need of being heard. The primal need of being heard, and the inner wound of these artists that in their childhood have not been heard. So this is therapy in the making. Like this styles of music. This styles of music is a way of dealing with some of the darkest aspects of life. Like this is about the darkest places in the human mind, like places of that normal people never venture into, that listen to something like the mainstream music listeners never venture into these kinds of genres, because I guess they don't have the inner wounds that make you take these routes in life that bring you to something like death metal and black metal. So I have come to conclusion because most death metal like melodic death metal and atmospheric black metal and something like that are the lyrics are about loneliness, isolation, spiritual topics, paganism, like the stuff that goes out of the bones of normal human society. especially bands like, well, also, well, Electric Wizard is more doom metal. Doom metal is also fucking awesome, but doom metal is really embodying that dark spirit of, well, you could say Satan, but it's not really about Satan. It's not really about Satan. Satan. It's not about not about not about like, what's the word? It's blasphemous, but it's not. It doesn't really push you in that into that direction of being an animal. In some ways, some of these groups are really about rising beyond the animal level, even though their music is quite primal. And this is the paradox of humanity. Basically, if you want to rise above the animal, you have to confront the primal aspects of humanity. If you don't do that, you are always going to be just a very intelligent sheep. If you want to be something else, you have to confront your aspects of darkness, and that's what black metal and death metal and doom metal are all about. It's about all about not suppressing the darkness within you. It's about expressing it. And this is really important. If we think about society, what's the effect of that we have black metal, death metal, doom metal in our world? What effect does it have on society? From the point of view of the artist, it relieves this. It doesn't fix the problem. This is the problem of the artist's life in general. Making art doesn't fix your problems, and because making art just gives you the feeling that they are like healed for a minute, but they always come back. It's like a drug. It's like a drug. Art doesn't fix people. It really doesn't heal, but it helps. It helps the suffering. And if we can, and through this kind of very violent, well, doom metal is not violent. Doom metal is more towards the like dark spiritual side. If we think about these issues in our world, like hatred and these things, well, from the artist side, the artists that have these inner wounds from the childhood and everything, they can channel their hatred into the music. But for the listener, it's not really the same. I think that by consuming art like this, you are not, well, you are not expressing yourself. You are listening to someone who expresses himself, and you are probably the same way inside, because you feel some connection with art, with music like black metal. You have same problems that the artist has. That's why you have the connection. If you didn't have the connection, you would probably listen something like I don't know, Deathmouse or something, or one of those more known artists or something like that. You don't have the connection. You don't have those same issues, and that's why you don't like the music. Like this is something like this pretty major to say that you cannot choose what music you like. The make of your the makeup of your mind chooses what music you like. You can really choose what music you like. This is about the subconscious stuff that's permeating in the mind. So the effect this has on society from the artist level is that the artist is not expressing himself like through violence and stuff, and this helps bring the level of violence in the world down, and this is kind of good. Well, you can say that if it's not fixing the issue really what's the point? Well, it keeps the sheep, it keeps people as sheep, basically. That, well, it keeps people in order. That's the paradox of major labels like not how do you say it, nuclear blast and all that they are really about controlling people's emotions so they don't like lash out on people and all that, because they are so fucked up inside. That's what this music is all about. It's about being fucked up inside and all that, and this listening to these genres don't really help you, but they help you in a sense that you can feel that connection, that there's someone else that is having the same problems that I'm having, and that alleviates the pain, but only for a minute, and that creates the addiction. That creates the addiction to this drug. So okay. So from the listener's side, I don't think that it's that beneficial. But I don't think that. Well, I personally think that creating art is the highest mode of living if you have inner problems, because that really brings out your specific problems. Like you don't have to find the one that has those problems so you can mirror them. You don't have to mirror things, you don't have to look for a mirror in the world if you are something that produces what you feel. This is really important. If you want to make art, you have to stop looking for something that is you, because only you are you. Like there are general problems like isolation, abandonment, problems with rejection, something like these, which these are the problems that black metal and death metal are really about. But these are general problems. You have your own specific problems that you can only express through your own art. But I still appreciate these music genres because they are so expressive. They are so real. They are so honest. They don't sugarcoat things like K-pop, and if you think about how K-pop and K-pop idols feel, like all those girls with the sexy clothes and all that, well, I think that they feel kind of the same way that the black metal artists do. But do they express it? Well, no, and that's what makes K-pop like empty. It doesn't have any emotion. It's commercial bullshit. It's like lies. It's lying. and music and art that is lying, it's not really art. Art is about truth, and black metal and death metal are really about truth. So they really tell you how someone feels, and that's what makes this music honest, really honest. Also the same with music genres like shoegaze and post punk and all that. They are so real. They are so real. They don't sugarcoat things. Sugarcoat things like the the feelings are there. And it's really not about hatred. It's not. It's not. And if you can penetrate black metal and death metal to the level that you can listen to it and really grasp the inner child of the artist that is fucking crying in the music. That's the most fucking beautiful thing that there is. But there's the surface level of darkness and aggression and hatred and all that, yet that you have to circumvent, that you have to penetrate to listen to these artists and really understand how they feel. So so that's my deep analysis of of black metal and death metal and doom metal. So bands that I have really enjoyed are Electric Wizard, and that's doom metal. Man, they have so fucking weird names like Soulless. I think that's atmospheric black metal or something. Frozen Dreams. That was fucking amazing stuff. Aether, or how do you pronounce it? I don't even know. Well, if you want to listen, really understand these genres. Put something like melodic death metal into YouTube. Full album. Always listen full albums. Never listen separate songs. You don't really fucking understand anything if you really listen to separate songs. You listen to full albums. You listen them. You take them in fully, and you understand them fully. They are journeys. They are not something you can split apart and take the best parts. Like you are not. It's not about that. So something like melodic death metal full album. Search that on YouTube and you will find all the fucking best shit in the world. Well, there, listen to all the shit, all these albums, and you will understand. And this is the same with every music genre. You input to the search engine the genre and and full album, and then you can start to listen and understand that genre and how the specific artists differentiate from each other. That's the real way to listen to music, like in the modern age. The way of the Spotify and all that is bullshit. Well, you can do this also on Spotify, but the Spotify is bullshit because listening to specific songs that you like is not really understanding the artist. What I'm telling you here, the way of listening to music is really about the artist. It's not about you. You don't really matter here. It's about what the artist wanted to say. So here comes a level to appreciating art that is not really about liking or disliking something. It's about understanding something. And this is how I personally understand black metal, death metal, doom metal. Well, thank you for watching this video, and I'm going to make a playlist on my channel called In English. So I'm going to input all my English videos where I speak English to that playlist so they are easily found. Thank you.